just took the wins that we could take today. We took some wins. Got in the hot tub, did a workout on the track, and uploaded some YouTube shorts. So that was good. And ate some food. And overall, it was a good day. Perfect day? No, absolutely not. But it was a good day. I just kind of consider like how it's so dangerous for you to underestimate like how powerful it is to just stack up good days. If there's somebody that you don't have a great relationship with, if there's something at work you're trying to get done, remember that people have like a certain expectation of you. And if you can align your expectations and align yourself with something higher and choose to shoot higher, because your future self would be shooting higher, your future self would be going higher, like going farther, then you can blow ahead of the competition pretty quickly. And there really isn't anything to worry about with that. So it's been a good day. Simply we won. We won the day. So didn't really get a ton of things done, but was able to make some good progress. I've definitely felt for sure that in running and committing to something higher, going after that, there's clarity, there's flow, there's joy, there's understanding, there's new thoughts, there's all this stuff. I think it's really amazing how your thoughts can be so detrimental and not helpful. But then when you're doing something good, all of a sudden your thoughts like shift. And it's like you're on a whole different wavelength. That was kind of my experience of like reading some scriptures today with a friend. That was super awesome. I was able to get some new clarity on that. And I was able to talk with him about some job I could apply for. So it's like getting this movement going. I mean, it really is so powerful and so vital. So yeah, just never underestimate that. No matter where you're at right now in life, no matter what you want to get done, just don't underestimate the value of like just getting something on the board. Like I was wanting to get some running done today and do some mile repeats on the tracks. I try to do that every Monday, and I did that, and it was kind of slower than last time, but it was still a win, still a huge W, still ran over 4 miles. In my book, like any like if you're running 4 miles, like that's pretty solid. That's good. We'll take that. You know what I mean? So just there's so much power in just consistently adding up days. Whatever, if there's something that's like threatening your progress, like threatening your growth, like you can think of something that's like, this is consistently taking a lot of my time. It could be a person, it could be a video game, it could be an app or whatever. And you can like narrow that thing down and turn down the dial switch. You'll see things like improve and get better because now all of a sudden you have all this time back and you're just making it easier for yourself to stack up those good days. Like there's no limit to, like if you can just change up a couple things and do that consistently. What's up, Queen Smith? Hello. It's like if you can do that, there really is no limits to how much you can grow, even in a very short period of time, even in like a week. If you can kind of cut out the fluff and make sure that you're doing those things that are aligned with where you want to go, then you can start to see things more clearly and start to basically like you'll be able to see how you could do things better. Like you don't know what you don't know. So like you'd have to like there's certain things like you have to be willing to do, but once you do them, you're going to see things more clearly. You're going to have new opportunities, and it comes down to being willing to say no to certain temptations or certain things or certain distractions because that's going to take you to higher places. That's just kind of how it goes because the best opportunities in life generally go to those who are really going to appreciate and cherish them and not take them for granted, right? If you want if you want to be an A player, then you have to be the person that shows up like an A player. Sin Lover, what's up? What's up? Queen Smith, we're just talking today about the very, very important thing to consider about just not taking any 0 days. Just very simply, just James Clear talks about in Atomic Habits about not missing 2 days in a row. I want to do these little live streams every day just to kind of document my journey and just share what's going on and how I'm feeling about it. And there's a lot of power in that. Today, like I needed to do some applying for jobs, I needed to work on some other stuff. And I was able to read some scriptures, I was able to do some writing, I was able to do some running, I was able to chill at the hot tub, and we won the day. Wasn't like I got a ton of things done, but I got some things done that will help me in like the long term to be more where I want to be, which is good, which is awesome. So I think a lot of it's just being able to discern between what is a nice to do, what would be fun, what would be enjoyable, and like what are the things that are actually going to move your life forward, and then making sure you prioritize those. Very quick example, a friend was going to take me to this ice cream place today, and I was like, I kind of want to run today. How about we just do the hot tub instead? And then he suggested getting pizza before going to the hot tub, which was fine. And it's money I don't have. I'll have to pay him back later. It's probably a little bit of a miss, but that's okay. I have a little bit of lunch for tomorrow, and I don't know. It is what it is. So I also had the cool experience when I was uploading YouTube Shorts today to be like, all right, well, there's some YouTube Shorts, and I just kind of just pumping them out there. And then I think I got 3 or 4 new YouTube subscribers within like 30 minutes. So it just kind of reminded me it's like your understanding of where you're at and where you could be is so flawed in comparison to where God knows you can be. And the best thing you can do is to really throw yourself out there because God can carry you and lift you up. And He's not going to let you fall off. He's not going to let you lose the game when you're putting Him first. Like, that's not how this goes. All of the biggest losses of my life generally come back to just like not putting God first and trying to get something my own way or whatever that might be. Queen Smith, that is completely okay. God bless you. Thanks for hopping in for a bit. I hope you have an awesome night. I understand, like, as far as like sleep goes, like, you 100% got to do that. So I'm on a pretty good sleep streak right now, and I don't want to lose it for anything. So I understand that 100%. I hope you have an awesome night. Yeah. So if we're looking at tomorrow, the plan is to wake up early, apply for a bunch of jobs, wake up, and also probably go for a walk with some podcasts. I was listening to Ed Milet. I was also reading from the book Winning by, I'm trying to remember his name. But he's like that guy who coached Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Those are the main guys he coached. So that book's been really good. I've enjoyed that. It's interesting because you find those books that like they speak to you on a different level, and you need to pay attention to those because there could be a book that everybody reads, loves reading, and then you read it and you're like, I'm not really feeling it. But when you find those books that you really like, or those shows that you really like you need to pay attention to those, especially me with my ADHD, photographic memory. I've learned like sometimes I have to just watch those things over again because I'll know I like it. So, and you can learn something new next time you watch it. You might notice something new. Gregory and Eunice, what's up? I hope you're good. Yeah, we're just doing our little daily live stream right now. So just rocking and rolling. And yeah, so it's good. Also, like another thought is that God is able to like help you to get these things in motion. He's able to help you to get to a higher place. He has confidence in you, and he's able to help you to get to that higher place that you want to get to. So I was on LinkedIn today and I found this post from Stu Draper, who is somebody that I look up to a lot, that I had on my podcast a couple years ago. He's the past CEO for the company Stu Kent, and they sold for a lot of money, and he's basically set for life. Of course, he's still doing podcasts and stuff like that, but he got a very huge check, and just a super awesome guy. And he's made this post on LinkedIn that was like, "Oh yeah, this is how I worked when I was working at Stu Kent," and I was like, "Wow." This was his formula, was he'd wake up, he'd exercise, he would get ready for the day with scripture study and stuff, then he'd work, then he'd spend time with family, and then, he'd work more, then he'd spend time with his wife, and then he'd go to bed. I was like, obviously I don't have a wife or a girlfriend right now, but it's like I could do this schedule right now. I could. So like, why don't I? There's no reason why not to. And it would be good because the routine gives you decision fatigue killing power. Like you have when you have to do a bunch of different things. See, this is something I struggled with last year and this year a little bit with like, oh, this is what I want to do, but then you don't lock it in and you don't super plan on it, and then time's sort of going by, and you get on social media and you all of a sudden you've kind of wasted the time. So it's like when you really lock it in, it's tough because I really need the novelty too. So yeah. And you can feel guilty for getting ahead. So it's like all these different things. But tomorrow I'm really going to try this out. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to lock this in and be like, okay, this is how long I'm working today. I do not care. Um, like how I'm like, I do care how I'm feeling, but at the same time, I want to like have results. I need to get another job. So Crystal said, I'm also struggling with this. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's easy for the time to just kind of fly by and you didn't really get much done. And that can be really, really frustrating. I think the main struggle is when we have a plan to like get something done and we're like, okay, this is what I'm going to get done. But maybe you don't have that locked into your schedule. Like, this is something I do consistently. Like, this is when I work on this. And this is when I cleanse my email. Like, for me, I have so much stuff in my email, but it's like if I had been cleaning up my email every day or even just once a week, like clockwork, there's no way I'd have all that crazy clutter in my email. There's no way, you know? So I think it's so easy to underestimate like how far, how good, how amazing life can get with just like a couple, like just a couple of days. um, Certainly like a week or two of just consistent getting it done. Obviously, you need to reward yourself. Social media binging is not a good reward for for getting high level work done. When you get high level work done, you want to reward yourself in a high level way. That's the best thing you can do, because like there was times last year where I'd do some cold calls for my friend or do something like that, and I'd feel great, and I'd be like also like, all right, well, I definitely need to like chillax for a bit. And then I'd get on social media or I'd start posting or writing or something. It's like, that's fine. But it's like, you want to really reward yourself, man. Like, you really want to like help yourself like de-stress and like let go, like let go of the business or whatever, like just for a little bit, just so you can kind of let that go for a bit. Because otherwise you're going to lose your brain at some point. Like, you're trying to only think about the business all the time. Like, that doesn't work. You have to have other things. So I mean, I played a decent amount of Pokemon. I played some Pokemon Emerald today, and it was fine. And that was helpful. That was helpful for me to take myself out of the present moment and just kind of do something that I knew would be fun for my inner child. I remember buying Pokemon Emerald when I was 8 years old. So it was fun to kind of play that for a little bit. So yeah, I've said this many times, and today was a perfect example of it. Like, you do not want to underestimate like how valuable, how powerful, how good it can feel to get like some just a couple of really good days, like a day where you just show up and you just don't take the zero. You're like, okay, yeah, this is when we get done, and you're just okay with it. There's something really beautiful about that, because you're able to have that conversation with yourself and understand that you're not lying when you said, yeah, dude, just like show up and you're chilling, you're good. I heard this thing from Ed Milet today that said that the quality of your life comes down a lot of the time to the quality of your emotions. So, like, if your emotions are like, oh, shame, fear, I'm not good enough, blah, 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 guess what? Your life probably isn't going to be that great. You're probably going to have other things get in your way. You're probably going to, like, deep down, you're going to think you're not worthy of certain things. And that's going to block you from certain stuff from happening, dude. So you got to clean that up. You got to clean that up. And with getting some wins under your belt, that will help. That will help. So, you know, it's been a good day. We won the day. Very simply. Very simply. We won the day. My last lap running around the track was 85 seconds, which is under a 6 mile pace, 6 minute mile pace. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good way to end the workout. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm tired. Gonna go to sleep. Gonna go to sleep after this. So I don't know. I think it's good that I continue to do these little live streams each day for those people that might jump in, for those that might benefit. And yeah, it just kind of helps me see. It's like, yeah, I'm living this life right now. This is me. And things are getting better as I just take it day by day. Like that's my word of the year for 2026. It's like dependable, showing up patiently, with my newsletter, showing up, getting it done. We're good. I think today was cool because I was able to go to the hot tub, I was able to hang out with a friend, I was able to do all these things, and it was still like pretty early in the day. I mean, it's not even 11 o'clock yet, so it was just good. So I anticipate tomorrow being a day of epic epic proportions. Oh man, I'm definitely sleepy though, which is good. It's good that we're sleepy. It means I'm tired. So, end of the day, you control what you can control. It's so powerful. Like if there's something you really want to do with your life and you're able to make some progress towards it, it feels so nice. So, yeah, if you're procrastinating in some way, I encourage you just set a timer for like 10 or 15 minutes. Work on that thing. You'll certainly feel better. You'll be ahead. You'll be ahead of where you once were. 15 minutes of work on anything, like you're going to make some kind of progress, even if it's barely anything, but you'll make some progress. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about setting timers is like you're guaranteeing yourself to progress in some way, shape, or form. You're like, okay, well, setting this timer and you're saying I'm going to make some progress, even if it's nothing crazy, you know? So yeah, that's kind of what the day looks like. It's like if you're willing to actually live in line, if I'm willing to live in line of what I just have been talking about being better, about stacking up these good days, and trying out what Stu Draper kind of talked about this like consistency and putting in that work each day, I think I'll be in a much better place, which is beautiful, which is good. It's like that's so good. So yeah, dude. I mean, it just takes time. It's like, where will I be in the next couple months? I don't know. Way better than where I am right now because I have time. I have time to work with. I'm in a good place. I have good roommates, and it's just kind of a good place right now. I'm in a good spot. Very good spot to where I could grow a lot, which is very, very encouraging. I just have to keep showing up. That's the thing. So we got about 20 minutes left. It's been a good day. Isn't too much else to say besides that. Um, you just want to make it easier on yourself, dude. You really do. Because I was thinking about it with my running. Any running that I do right now, it's making it easier for me with future running. It's making those runs better too. It's it's basically making all of this stuff better before it even happens. Of course, there's still sleep. I gotta sleep. I gotta do other stuff. But in a lot of ways, it's helping things be better. But I do think one of the biggest takeaways from today is what I said about if you're doing high level work, you want to reward yourself in a very high level way. Like you don't want to shortchange yourself. Something that's like actually you're actually gonna be excited about. Like getting in the hot tub today was cool for me today. We got this little vitamin water. We're just taking the little dubs, dude. Little dubs today. Little dubs add up to big dubs. If you can nail down the little dubs, like showing up, being there for your family, stuff like that. I anticipate in the future I'll be doing like probably doing some work trips, and I'll probably do like family home evening and family prayer and stuff away from family. But you show up in those little ways. It speak very well to your character. So I feel like 2025 had a lot of times where I kind of was telling myself this not good story about myself. I was hurting in some way, shape, or form. And I let that cause me to shoot for less, settle for less, to be treated in a way that I knew was not that great. And yeah, 2026 is it's a different beast. It's a different beast. It is kind of crazy though. We're almost 2 weeks into it. So it's like, what have you changed? What are you doing? What are you doing differently? So here's the food update in case you're curious. We have bread. We have a bunch of random spices, more bread, granola bars, peanut butter, honey, cereal, oatmeal. That's basically it. We have a decent haul of stuff, enough to stay alive for sure. This is probably like last me a little bit. And then I got some other stuff going on too. So it's yeah, we're surviving right now. It's a little bit past 11. So we gotta kind of wrap this up. But simplicity, simply showing up. That helps you gain momentum. That helps you keep going with the streak. I think the other big thing too is like your actions are way, 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 way more important than your feelings. You could feel that you're a stick in the mud. You could feel that you're a waste of space. You could feel all these different things. But what's actually going to matter is how you act, because that is going to influence how you think more. And that's going to help bring new thoughts, new ideas, new perspectives to you. And it would just be nice. So, yeah, bro. I would recommend, highly recommend, treating yourself well, being kind to yourself, stacking up the wins in your favor, and just continuing forward. Simple as that, because life is gonna fly by regardless of how you spend it. And it feels good. It feels good to make some progress. It feels good to stack up some wins in your favor. So I think tonight I'm probably going to get. I was thinking about maybe having some cereal. Let's see. My room is still a mess. That's okay. I think too is like your brain can feel like a mess too. And it's like I think a lot of it has to do with accepting like, all right, well, this is where we're at right now, and it's okay. Um, so make the most of this, knowing that things are going to get better. So I think there's that beautiful optimism and the assurance that this is a temporary thing that you're experiencing. So, like for now, I'm single. But I know that's temporary. I know that as I elevate in my being and my growth trajectory, my finances, my intelligence, my physical capabilities, that will change, naturally change. And I don't have to force that whenever it happens. It's just something you just kind of let it flow, you know? So things like that happen in their own due time. So yeah, I think today we're just gonna like pump out a quick newsletter, just talk about some stuff going on and kind of end the day. So very simply grateful. Oh, have some cereal. I'll probably have some cereal too. Maybe I'll have some cereal after I finish the newsletter. I don't know. I do want to make it easier on myself. I do want to be more consistent at like this 1 minute done and then just like actually just finish it. But anything's better than a zero. Anything is better than a zero. So whatever it is you're working on right now. Yeah. And it's good when you can like use because like you have this time. Um, some things are just like it's going to take time regardless. So, you know, we saved a little bit of time by booting up my computer. Woo! Yay. There we go. We can start up my next newsletter. We can just start it right now. Just make it easier on myself. Um, let's see. Let's copy that guy. And then it's my most recent newsletter. Has almost 500 opens, so that's cool. Shout out to that. Faithful day at the library. Invitation to something higher and sublime safety, living in a grand vision. Yeah, that was good. I was very proud of this. But obviously you have to keep going. Oh, this is yeah. This one will be good, but I think start with another one. Start brand new, clean slate. I had the thought when I was running actually. I wanted to call this what was I gonna call it? Becoming more dependable. Becoming more dependable. That's usually how I do these. I break it up into 3 different things. I need to create a template for this. I usually like have like a little intro thought, and then I break it down into 3 thoughts, and then I just sort of go off for a bit, share scriptures and all that other stuff. So that's usually how it goes. Yeah. So we're just gonna copy all that. Probably need to switch this up. We're gonna switch it up, obviously. Okay. So this gives us a very simple. I need to come up with a template. I really do. Maybe we should just do that right now. um, it's just so good when you get consistency going, man. When you just get some kind of consistency happening. Let's call this the Yield Deeply template 1. Yield Deeply template 1. There you go. This is the Yield Deeply template 1. All right. So we got that. Obviously this is me just getting this into a better spot. Becoming more dependable. There's another thing I had too. Oh yeah, healing your inner child. Healing your inner child. And hot tub sprees. Getting on a hot tub spree. Getting a hot tub spree? I don't know. Accountability. Very, very helpful with somebody with ADHD. I've been putting so much of this stuff off. So if we can get something going, like that's cool. We can totally work on this a little bit on the live stream. Why not? All right. Number 104. So this is 105. I do think we're going to end this, obviously. All right. Becoming more dependable, healing your inner child, and going on a hot tub spree. Going on a hot tub spree. Going to the hot tub spree, going on a hot tub spree, going to the hot tub spree. Going to the hot tub spree, going on a hot tub spree. I think going on a hot tub spree might sound better. Becoming more dependable and catching hot tub spree and hot tub spree. Hot tub streak? Going on a hot tub spree. I don't know. Becoming more dependable, healing your inner child, and going on a hot tub spree. Going to the hot tub. I like spree because it's kind of like reminds you of like killing spree and stuff like that from like different video games and whatnot. Okay. We're going to yeah, let's see what we can do. Just gonna make it, just doing this to make it easier on myself. All right. All right. I think we can end this because I just have this with my newsletter. So okie dokie, artichoke, okie dokie, dokie dokie. We're just, a lot of times the most difficult thing is starting. So once you can start, I mean, you're rocking and rolling, dude. All right. Rocking and rolling. So if we can get, so this would be topic 1, becoming more dependable. Then we have healing your inner child. Healing inner child. All right, and going to the hot stove spree. Going on a hot tub spree. Cool. And that's what we got, folks. That is what we got. Becoming more dependable. Healing your inner child. And then going on a hot tub spree. Going on a hot tub spree. Yeah, I went to the hot tub today and I'm trying to get on a hot tub spree and go there more often. I'm gonna copy this guy. Boop. All right. Topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 3, topic 2, topic 1. Topic 1. It's topic 2. And then topic 3. I think that's what we got here. Topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. Topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. Topic 3. Topic 2. Topic 1. All right. Yeah, this is progress. 1, 12, 26. All right. That feels good. That feels good. We made some progress today. All right. Well, folks, I think that's it for tonight. Hope this was useful or something in some way. Gonna just finish up this newsletter and go to bed. But take care. God is good. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.